Wait for him to sit.
Nah, I got no space, yo.
Turn it up.
No, well, this is crazy.
Flip it
Come
over.
on, go.
No, we're good.
Bro, go start.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Week 3 of the MV pod. Is it week 3 or week 2?
It's week 2.
Week 2.
I was close, but week 2 of the MV
No,
pod
but
is
it's our
back.
third podcast.
It is our third podcast. That's why I got confused. But as you guys can see, we got Schweit upgrade over here. Shout out the big man up
There's
top,
the face.
Jaime and Ed. Look, yo, guys, show them the bench.
Yeah,
Show 'em the bench. Muslim basketball, you know, everything.
Okay. Honestly, it took a lot of effort. For me to
Yeah,
set
we
it
actually
up.
took like 2 hours.
Too much
to set this
effort.
up.
I said it.
I was
Thank
really,
you.
like,
And
I was really putting in that work.
this
bro.
came straight out of our paycheck. And also,
You guys
as-
are getting paid. I wish.
it was by Edges. Why do you think he told everybody to sign
What's
up? for the
funny is
chat?
these two are getting paid, but we don't. We work
I don't know what
harder.
you're talking about. But as you guys can see,
we work harder, bro.
That's confidential, bro.
as you guys can see, Shazam is missing, but we have the real MVP of the team. Big bro Shaban is back and
Second
he's
in
making
command.
his podcast debut.
I like how I took the Shaban name back, you know?
Yeah.
It's really- it's
Yo,
really
are you
big dog
thirsty?
name. I said, you might give me some water.
Yo, little bro, can you take care of that? Alright.
Hold on, bro. That's not funny, bro.
I'm just making sure. That's all. Yo, MVP trophies in your room now? Or? Okay.
Bring it out, baby. So I like to see.
By the way, I gifted him that
Alright.
shirt, bro.
While I was doing that, just a quick reminder. We have our charity.
I'm rescinding it.
Yo,
It's not mine.
put it right here in front of the
It's
whole
not
pod.
mine. Fellas, bro. Fellas, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We'll get into the details later.
Fellas, bro.
But-
I'm actually gonna give that to you in Sihwan. I'm being honest with you guys.
But
If you know, you know. That's the truth.
first of all, this was an awesome week. We had some bangers. A bunch of players played out of their minds. You know, we're gonna go into that. A lot of people had a bunch of career highs, and it was a lot of fun this week.
Yeah,
I think a lot of game of the weeks. To be honest, we had like 3-4 amazing games.
Yeah, we said it last pod. We expected that, and that's what we got.
So game 1 was Kabul Kashgar, rookie of the year matchup. Honestly,
yep.
Mahruz
Duel.
versus Mehdi were going at it. They've been going at it since the showcase. This is 03 draft class. Question.
It was a
Oh
crazy
no!
game.
Stop it!
For sure.
Don't say that.
No,
man.
yeah.
The whole draft class kind of garbage right now. For me,
Yeah,
man.
this is bad. It's
Okay,
bad
draft
for
class
us.
is football, right?
Who's else? I'm not 03.
Oh, it's
But,
04. I don't know who he is.
so
draft class is shot.
Kashgar versus Kabul. It was Hasnan's team versus Ahmad Mustafa's team, and still no sight of Farzad. We're waiting for him to show up. Mehdi needs some help, but this game was kind of a game of runs. Like Kabul kind of had it like taken care of. They had Jay Wiggins as their guest. He was playing well. Ilyas has been, just kept helping up his most improved case. 13 points, 5 for 9. He's been playing out of his mind. Mahruz 34, 9 and 4, and then Jay Wiggins was probably the best guess they could have ever got.
Yeah.
25 and 10 on 12 for
12 for
14.
14.
I mean, when the guy goes to lay the ball up instead of rolling it up like we do, he drops it in. So I don't know, like there's no way to
Wallah,
guard
his
it.
MBR is happy right now.
Crazy.
One game, 25 points on like 70%.
It's more than 70.
Oh, what is that? What is that?
It's like 85.
But whatever the hell that
What
is,
do we-
his MBR is happy right now.
We got anything to say to Hasnan? Can we get Mehdi some help? Can we? Let's just go through the stat line.
Let's go.
Go through the stat line.
first.
Someone go through the stat line.
Okay. God damn, bro. 42 points on 14 of 27 shots. So, what is that, 52%?
52%.
4 for 11 from 3, that doesn't matter. 10 for
Yeah.
14 free throws, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, a block, 2 turnovers.
Bro, you know the Jimmy Butler meme, like of him on the barrier, like over there tired?
Wallah.
He has a picture like that of him. Ahmed Abid gets the rebound, gives him the ball, and he's like, takes like a 3-second break, and then just starts dribbling.
Wallah, haram what they were doing to him. Wallah, I feel bad.
But,
Wallah, haram.
What's insane, honestly, to me, bro, it's this dude's jumping up for every rebound, going for every block.
That's why
He's a
That's why he
hustler,
has
bro.
this. Because
Yeah.
he's going 100% on every
guarding
play.
the team's best player.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like,
Who's he guard?
he was guarding Mahruz
Mahruz.
and Jay Wiggins.
It's a beautiful
Ah,
man.
now it was Mahruz guard. They're both tired. We get why
Bro.
they're scoring. Why they're scoring as much as they are.
42, 8 and 4. He's 6'4", can run the break, can handle, can
Mashallah.
shoot the 3. Like, mashallah, he's only 19. Mehdi Sulaiman is going to be a problem for a lot of years
Well,
to
no
come,
defense
bro.
played in this game, though.
Not at all, not at all.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking about guarding. 41, 47 points and a half. All in no defense.
Yeah.
On top of Mehdi, I do want to give Ahmed Abid credit. He played amazing. 12 and 15. He really kept them in it when Mehdi couldn't really find the bucket. Got a bunch of offensive rebounds and putbacks, and really turned the tide on defense too. He was contesting the ball, and he was contesting it on defense.
Oh man, great. What didn't Kashgar have the lead for
The whole game.
They had the lead
No,
in
that's
the
not
second
what
half.
happened.
It was
They were losing
it was
the
Kabul,
whole first
yeah,
half.
in the first
And
half.
then they made a run, and then they were winning by like 10 or 11 the
Exactly.
whole second half. And then they battled it at the end with like a minute left down 10, and they lost it somehow.
So this game really could have
Just
gone
bad
either way.
basketball.
This game really could have gone either way.
Hassan needs to get Mehdi some help, bro. This is the truth. Like
They just need
can't be hooping
need
alone.
another guard that's able to handle the ball.
We need
Like,
Farzad to show
Yeah,
up. That's what it
Farzad
is.
might.
That's who they're
Like,
missing.
that
It's
gap.
just
Because right now Mehdi's handling the ball and he's getting like single, double, triple,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. Momasri can take away pressure, and he hits a couple threes. He hit 4 threes. He was huge. Ahmed Abid could get putbacks, but they need that one more creator on the team, and I think that's when Farzad has
look.
to come in and help.
You could argue, bro. Their second round pick and Singer. They're like, it's like they have their guest. Kabul got their guest, and
Kabul has
Kashgar
Caesar
didn't get
right
that.
there, yeah.
He didn't. Kashgar didn't get that replacement, so they didn't get someone of that level to help Mehdi out
Yeah,
in this
bro.
game, and that
still
easily
close.
could have been the difference.
On the Kabul side, bro, Mahruz 34, 9 and 4.
Deserve it of
That
player
guy's-
of the week, I
he's-
think.
He's a dog.
Definitely,
No, very impressive.
yeah.
I also think when looking at Kashgar's game, they need a guard that could defend the other guard position. So if we were to put Omar Sinjar in this game, who's on him?
Who's guarding Singer?
Who's on him?
I could agree with that.
That's the only problem
I
with
agree with that.
Kashgar. So they got to find. I mean, Mehdi's already a presence in the paint,
Yeah,
but they
right.
got to find that guard defense.
Another
somewhere.
big thing Kabul was doing was that since Mehdi was guarding Jay Wiggins or Mahruz, and they always had the ball at the top of the key, they had no paint presence. So now once you get by Mehdi, they just had a bunch of layups, and that's why Mahruz and Jay Wiggins shot so efficiently and they had so many points. But
Yeah.
overall, bro, this was a game for the ages. Coach Amman, Mustafa, and Coach Kareem, they were like, yo, I'm going to wait for the last minute, and then I'm going to just I just drew up a couple plays, and they ended up with the W, bro.
This is a crazy. I'm not gonna. I didn't even get to watch like the end of the game because my game was coming up, and I was like, yo, let me go warm up. Like,
Warm
no
up.
way they come back, right? I turn around and like they just scored to go up one.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to grade Kabul because we still haven't seen them with Sinjar, and that is their first round pick. But overall,
Same
like
thing with Kashgar, man.
2-0, bro. Coach Ammar, Coach Kareem, way to hold down the ship while your first rounders out in Lebanon, eating the good stuff.
I do have to say, Glendy, Ismail, Nama, you got to do more, man. 0 for 7 ain't gonna cut it.
Nah, just better shot selection.
Yeah, man. Whatever it is,
Horrible
it's
shots.
not gonna cut it. You got to be there to help, be confident, and help your team out in the way that needs to be done.
I actually just got a text from Ammar and Kareem. They said they might be canceling Sinjar's flight from Lebanon. Wiggins. So, I don't know.
Was that approved?
Might have talked on it. We gotta see.
Next game, Snooze Fest.
Game 2. Well, game 2.
This was probably the lowest scoring half of the season, 20 to 15.
Well, I mean, Wednesday was out there. He was on the bench clapping, trying to coach it up. He's definitely not that good of a coach compared
That's
to
what
as
he
a
got.
player.
That's what he got from
what it
last
is,
season,
bro.
the class.
Wednesday thought my job was easy. He found out pretty hard it was not easy. I looked at this game. I think it was like 7-6 with like 10 minutes gone into the first half. Like, it was a very low-scoring game. And then Lagos ended up picking it up. Huge shout-out to Omar Squared, bro. Omar Qasim and Omar Hussein.
Yeah.
Both of them balled out, bro.
I think, honestly, like we expected this from Omar Hussein. He'll have those efficient shooting nights like last week. He'll have a decently inefficient but high scoring regardless this week. But I'm really impressed with Omar Qasim. He's been showing us a lot of improvement off the court, like off of the 5v5 MB court, and it's translating onto this court. And I'm really impressed, and I'm hoping it like continues. You know.
Honestly, what surprises me the most about Omar Qasim is like when you watch the dude, like you know he's a threat playmaking wise, but like now like he has 19 points. It makes
3
you
for 6 from the
yeah,
3 too.
It
It's
makes you
crazy.
think like the dude could score and you have to watch out for his passes.
Yeah.
You know.
He looks really good, bro. Like his shot is starting to fall, so that's opened up the driving lane. He's a big dude, and I feel like he's getting his first step back from like a couple of years ago when we saw Qasim like really averaging like 16 a game consistently. You know, Qasim lost weight. He's starting to look good. He's starting to look like prime
Yeah.
Qasim, and they're gonna need him to because with Wajdi out, Omar Qasim and Omar Hussein is gonna have to be the main duo right now.
Yeah.
On top of that, quiet game from Amir Koes, but the thing with
They
this
didn't
team
need
is, yeah, bro, if Qasim and Amar Hussein and Amir Koes can all play, you can pick your poison.
Yeah.
Like, So
That's a
very,
beautiful
very
trade.
interesting
This
team.
this team is definitely a top 3. Mr. PR has them top 1. Very understandably missing Wedge D and taking care of business the way that they did.
Yeah, but if Qasim and Amr Hussein keep shooting threes like this, I don't think anybody could beat them. They're going to be a tough team with Salman dogging the paint out there.
Yeah, bro. He took a charge and he got it too. I was watching, and then he goes, and then when he gets hit, he goes, "Oh, like he should go." Yeah, the charge, bro. He got one. I had to go dap him up after that one. I had to show my respects, bro.
Big Sal
Because Walla, like I don't know what ref is giving him a charge, bro. Man.
Yeah.
On the Suba side,
Walla, respect to that, bro.
what are we supposed to talk about on the Suba
Well,
side?
I don't know, bro. If the highest score is 14 points.
Man,
God damn, bro.
sooner or later, if this continues, like,
Well, now look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be straight up, bro.
go ahead.
They gotta make some goddamn trades. That's the truth. The team, you're not winning like this. You're not gonna win anything like this. Not to say I'm a winner or anything of the sort. You gotta know that, but they gotta lock in. Like you guys clearly, like all these teams go in with the intention of they can't shoot, clog the paint. It's easy. Like I don't understand what to tell you. Like if we're sitting here and we know you have no threats on the perimeter, it's already a small court. You have the biggest players on the court. It's gonna be so easy to stop you. Well, they're not struggling. They didn't have a wedge D. Did they bring a guest?
They brought Kareem Ahmed, but Kareem Ahmed was limited.
Yeah.
7 points, 3 for 6.
Like they didn't have the best player in the league and they still smacked them. Like I don't understand what the Suba team is doing. They have to we've known this since week 1 and since pre
Per
the
sources,
draft.
we're hearing they're looking into it.
But we've heard this since pre-draft.
We've
Like,
been saying-
something
They're
has to get done.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to force something. I'm just saying you're not gonna win like this. 100. If this team didn't have the best player in the league there, and you guys got smacked, like I can't imagine what would have happened had he been there.
I mean, as it stands, though, Zayn was the lone bright spot per se with
It's
14
just hard
points.
for him to work.
Yeah,
it's hard
I
for him
agree.
to work if the paint is clogged.
I agree, but at the end of the day, he shot 6 for 10, efficient. Like at that point, you just gotta.
But 10
You
shots
got
not enough, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He's
Think
gotta
about it.
do
5
more.
shots, 5 shots
even,
a half.
even if it's inefficient, bro. You're one of the
Yeah.
top 5 pick in the league, undoubtedly. Just do what you gotta do. Be more aggressive and somehow have the ball fall into the bucket. That's
We
it.
know Suba has their problems with the shooting. We've been highlighting it since week 1, like they've been saying. But another thing I do want to say, even though the shooting is a problem, they also just play too slow. Like if you look over here, Lagos has 22 for 43, Suba has 11 for 34. Like that's 9 more shots that Lagos took, and Lagos isn't necessarily the fastest team. Like Amr Qasim, Amr Hussein, Amir Koyas, these guys, they work out one-on-one. They're not like the blazing fast running up and down the floor. So like if they were to come up against an even faster team, there might be an even bigger discrepancy. Another thing I do want to highlight, Yosha was injured. It says he's 0 for 1. I thought he wasn't going to play. I guess he just
did
checked
play.
in because they
He
needed him
did
for a
play.
little bit at the end.
I think.
But
He was sweating.
Yosha 0 for 1 and Suhaib 2 for 3. Those are your second and third round picks. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way they can combine
They,
for 4
they,
shots.
they
bro.
could run the floor. They could run the floor, those two.
But
Especially.
I don't see one person shooting double-digit shots that's crazy.
It is really
Nobody had
crazy.
enough shots.
They only got 34 shots up. I don't know.
And another thing, I understand that the paint is clogged, but if it's not your game, you shouldn't be shooting that much. Almost Ahwal 7 threes.
They're probably wide open. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But that's because teams might be helping off and living with it at this point. You're doubling Zayn.
What do you do?
He's gonna hit.
No, what do you do if you're Amr and you're wide open? On
Be
the
a,
thing?
be a threat in
You
the
gotta
block or
shoot the.
something.
You gotta
Yeah,
shoot
shoot
the
the
three. There's no
ball.
space. We saw this. There's no. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean.
The court is already small. Like this is already a thing that we've known.
Yeah.
The court is small.
I can
There's like
attest.
3 steps between half court and the 3-point line. You're gonna have to live with that shot. He's gonna get that shot a lot. You just have to make it. Like I don't know. Like, am I gonna pass up an open 3 to shoot a contested mid range?
Yeah.
Do I do that or no? No. I'm gonna take the 3.
We said it before and we'll say it again. For Suba to be effective or competitive, I think that they're going to have to use the Yosha, Sohaib, and Zayn ball handling ability and get out on the fast break and really make teams pay. Because I don't feel like in the half court they have enough space for them to work. And yeah, that's about it.
That's that game. Next game
Game 3.
was one of our Game of the Week prospects.
Lee coach and the boys taking care of business. Riyadh and Tehran. Were you guys shocked 2-0? That's another win. Another day at the office for us. I do want to say Tehran's a really good team without Ali Sufyan. Like, they were giving us trouble. They went through, I think that it was 25-23 at halftime, but they were giving us trouble. Ali Hassan said his ankle was injured. His ankle looked completely fine when he was hitting threes on us. He hit like 3 in the first half. Shafiq's looking at me like, bro, what are we even supposed to do with this guy? I was like, bro, wallahi, I don't know. Mohamed Deeb was giving Musa problems. Hafiz gave us a blast from the pass. He hit 3 threes. Everybody was playing really well. Even Suhaib, the 8th round pick, he was pressing Shafiq from the top, and he was really making our offense really like difficult for us. We weren't really able to set up. We're still trying to find our rhythm, like other than Shafiq, who's going to be our creator. But in the second half, we ended up stepping up. Big Moose started to hit shots. Shafiq started to hit shots, and our shooters are the ones that really flipped the game. Zubair came in there and hit 2 big threes. Idris came in there and hit 3 big threes, and they really just like kind of were daggers to Tehran at the end. And yeah, that's how we came out victorious. But like realistically, this game could have went either way. Like they had us. I think they had us. They were up 7 at one point with like 8 minutes left, and then Shafiq and Big Moose were able to just find the open guys, and the open guys were able to capitalize.
This would have been a great matchup with Ali Sufyan there.
That's literally who I was just sitting here trying to remember who is missing for that.
We were missing Ali Almari though.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
but
Ali
okay.
Almari is.
If,
I know
if
Ali.
we're looking at it, Ali Sufyan is most likely guarding Big Moose here. Like that 17-15, Ali Sufyan is giving Big Moose troubles, not only on the boards, but also on the points. And I'm not sure if Big Moose scored off putbacks, but he does that a lot. He's really good with second chance buckets. Ali Sufyan, that dude's a big body, bro. When I versed him, like, it's very hard to get around the dude. So, I feel that's a really good matchup. I would love to see it, but and Ali Hassan being injured and him having 23 points it's insane. The fact that they kept you guys close was
I'm really
was
surprised.
crazy.
They played really well. They were moving the ball. Mohamed Deeb 2 threes. Hafiz 3 threes. Ali Hassan 3 threes. Like even Mustafa, Little Moose hit one. You know he's 100%. You know he was telling me after the game, he was like, you know I'm 100% from 3 on the season, right?
Do you know who the best basketball player of all time is? Do you know? I'm gonna ask everybody. I'm gonna go down the line. I'm gonna give you the right answer. Who do you think is the best? NBA history, bro.
NBA history?
NBA history.
Is it not Ahmed Shaban?
Nah, it's not. There's one person better. Mustafa Barakat in the warm-ups.
Oh my god.
Have you ever seen Mustafa miss a shot in warm-ups?
You talking about MJ?
Bro, Wale doesn't miss in the warm-ups. Bro, he been going 8 straight in the warm-ups from 3,
It's
bro.
ridiculous, bro.
You know
Yeah,
when
nah.
I even saw him practicing this warm up? He was setting screens on nobody.
I need that.
He was like, yo, I need to get my foot placement right. So he was just out there setting screens on the foul line all by
Bro,
himself.
you don't got Moose in the 3-point contest over Rod right now?
Be serious.
You don't?
Be serious.
You don't? He's 100%.
Be serious.
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
He got Ahmad in a 3-point contest right now?
I mean,
You don't know, bro.
Come on, bro.
I
I'm
mean,
non-existent.
Moose is
Let's be
tied
real.
with Shazib on 3-pointers for the season.
He doesn't have highest percentage in the whole. He's 1 for 1 on the season. He's not highest
That's-
percentage in the league.
That's not MVP leader right now?
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Say no
That's all
more.
I'm saying.
That's it, no more.
He might be Big Moose after this game.
1 for 1, 100%.
Maybe.
I had no attention to this game, if I'm being honest.
Well,
For
they were
very
playing,
specific
which we're
reasons.
going to get into.
Yeah.
Another thing I do want to mention is both these teams are very good defensively. I think we're ranked like 2nd, and Tehran is ranked in like top 8. So both these teams really slow down. Like we both like really slow down, and we really funnel you into our bigs. So like Mohamed Deeb, Mustafa, Hafiz, Ahmad Marashi, these are all big dudes that you'll funnel into. And for us, we funnel everybody into Big Moose, all the guards. So I feel like it really makes it difficult for them, and we kind of just like cloud everybody's judgment. So I feel like we really do a good job defensively, both of us.
Honestly, I didn't think much of this game at first when looking at it because, I mean, if you look at the rosters, Ali Hassan's not in. The dude he was injured. He was projected not to be in. Ali Sufyan's out. Like, realistically speaking, it should have never been a close game to begin with. But the fact that they kept it close says more about their team. Like, this team is strong. You got to be scared of them. They're top contenders, for sure.
I feel like I have a top 4 teams just in the top of my head.
We can go over it at the end, but we got to get into a bigger things right now.
Sarajevo, Istanbul.
What happened? No, I think you read that wrong.
Not 30.1.
Court 2, fellas.
What happened on court 2?
Are you sure you weren't born first?
I didn't play
Are
court
you
2.
positive? Okay,
I don't
I'm just
know,
making
man.
sure. I'm sure everybody knows. Timbuktu versus Jeddah, the Shaban brother rivalry. And
All right.
just tell me,
Okay,
bro.
I'm
Tell
going
me
to
what's
just
going
start,
on.
all right?
Give us it, bro.
All right, it was a great game.
It's crazy, bro.
One person that made me eat my words is Omar. The dude has had an insane game. really good.
Insane.
It was
Just real
really
quick,
good.
I just want everybody to know Mustafa Barakat has more threes than they have wins, but just keep it going. Keep it going.
Anyway, so
Now I think I'm about to cook you, bro. I'm about to cook you, bro. Well, I had some vile stuff in the tank right now in the clip, bro. It's about to be bad, yo.
I mean, Ahmad, his efficiency was really good. 18 points. I mean, I was full court pressing the dude all game. I denied him the ball, and he still managed to score 18 points on me. I mean, Hassan, usual 21. But Jihad was the biggest factor that I did not consider. The dude, his points, he went on a stretch where he scored like 10 on us. Straight. We did not have an answer to him. The dude, he was scoring on us. We couldn't do anything. I mean, unfortunately, the dude got injured.
Inshallah, we wish him a speedy recovery.
Inshallah. I think it really would have been a different game if he was still in. But in my opinion, right, and excluding Jihad, since you can't really control that, I felt like Hamza Abdel Ghani has to do more on the team, positioning-wise, because the dude is a good shooter. He hit 2 threes for you guys. They were huge, too, even when I told Shazib to step up on him. But his positioning just kills you guys on the court. You have Omar running the off-ball, and you have Hamza near between the half-court and three-point line, but more towards out. That's way too far out to work with Hassan. Me knowing Hassan's game, the dude, when he passes, he knows people are going to collapse, and he knows he has to kick out, and he can't kick out that far. So, honestly, I would say Hamza could have been the biggest X factor, and it would be Shazib guarding him. Shazib slacks a lot, he sleeps, but, I mean, otherwise, I would say our team, we just had an amazing game. Literally everything went right. Everything. We had Laith hit a huge 2, I hit a huge 3. Shazib had 29. I mean, although people are gassing him up, I don't think it's a good performance. The dude went 0 for 6, and he's considered a top guard in the league. That shouldn't be happening. You're not considered a shooter if you're 0 for 6. That's my captain. It's the hard truth, though. I told him that right after the game. I was like, yo, you went 0 for 6. Last game, he went 1 for 7, and I told him, I was like, bro, you said you're never shooting like that again. Now you have 0 for 6. He started with Moose.
Wait,
on
what
threes.
he was what from the first season? What, first week?
First game, 1 for 7 from 3. And he promised us here. He was like, I'm not shooting like that again.
For anybody wondering, Shazib isn't here because he told me there was something he couldn't make it. He's probably in the gym putting up threes. 0 for 6 is enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it was enough for a win, but everybody beats them nowadays, so it's cool.
I mean, Khalid did huge stuff on us for defense on Hassan. I'm glad he didn't foul out. Hamza Yusuf, the only advice I have is he has to stop fouling out.
Okay.
And Amir Hassan, him having us as a guest was huge. He did so much for us. The dude got us huge buckets.
Fellas,
That's everything.
please
Alex.
give us on the Jeddah side.
Alright.
Maybe the name is cursed. I don't know.
I know Hassan doesn't want to really talk right now, so I'll give you guys something just for the entertainment's sake. We're definitely gonna improve. We're definitely gonna win. I'm not gonna talk about how many games we're gonna win, but we're gonna win. We did a lot wrong defensively. Honestly, I didn't feel like Shazib. I was guarding him all game, so props to him. I told him last week he's not scoring. He's scoring the same amount he did on me in week 6 of last season. Somehow ended up with 29. I thought he shot terrible because every time he shot a 3, he bricked it. But but somehow he hit 12 layups. I don't remember the 12. I remember 4. But yeah, he definitely was. 29 points is actually pretty crazy. So there's that. Ahmed came out and hit big threes and shots. He won't do that in any other league or against any other team. So props to him for second game in doing that. Props to him for that too. Amir was also huge for him. Backboard 3 in the clutch.
It's a backboard fadeaway contested.
You know what I actually heard about Nate's shot though?
Fausto might have put the ball in the basket for them a couple times. Yazin's hand might have slipped. I'm gonna be honest. Ask me what happened in this game. I don't know, bro.
Yo,
I don't know.
Someone told me they called bank on that. Is that true?
I'm telling you, Leif might have called game on that, bro.
That's what I was saying.
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I thought I saw.
Dog came in, hit the shot.
I thought I saw Paul Pierce.
Shazib went up, moaned a little, got a couple calls that he probably shouldn't have got. Ahmed prayed Fajr that day. Wallah, I'm not gonna lie. People play us and have the best games of their lives, bro. It's a sick joke. Wallah, it's a very sick joke, bro.
But on our end,
It's a sick joke, bro.
on our end, like we said about Suba, we said preseason they were missing shooters and they're struggling to score. we said preseason we're missing some size. We have some size, so we could definitely be better. But they had a lot of second chance points that killed us offensively. And just screens. Shazib got a screen every time, and we just weren't prepared for it. I expected that we would be a little more prepared for it, but we make improvements, growing pains, and we'll get there. We definitely have the talent, and I think talent-wise, we were the better team, but yesterday it was just a different story. So.
Okay, now for the cold hard facts. Even though I didn't actually get to watch this game, just looking off the box score and me being able to watch the last 2 to 3 minutes, Jeddah played a really good game. Hassan had 21, Jihad had 19. I know he was injured. I'm sure if he played in that second half, the game would have been different, but that's kind of how the coin flips. Almadullah Abbasi, 18 points, 6 for 13. So you got everything you could out of your stars. 21, 19, and 18. You can't really ask for more, but at the same time, Shazib had 29. Ahmed came up with some big shots. Amir came up with some big shots as a guest, and he came up huge on defense. It was an even matchup, and I feel like at the end of the day, the Timbuktu role players just outplayed your role players a little bit. I think Khalid Ahwad, 9 points, 6 rebounds. He made it a little bit difficult for Hassan. I think Hamza Yusuf, like you said, had 4 points. Muhammad Adam, 5 points. Layth Abdul Qadir, 2 points. I think those are the little points that ended up getting them over the hump. And obviously, it could have went either way. Obviously, a couple free throws here and there, or a couple, little threes here and there could have won you guys the game. But overall, I really feel like if Jeddah wants to win, they're going to have to step it up on defense, because no team should be shooting 52% from the field on that.
And that hurts me hearing someone say that, because in years past, Abbasi, Clay, and the Abbasi team, and we have the capability.
Guys.
We represent defense.
Bro. That's God. That's not me. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's a hand in their faces. Like, bro, that's min Allah. That's min Rabbna.
Your defense is as non-existent as my knee.
Bro, Allah, you're capping. That's
53% from the field they shot.
Dog. Lay's backboard 3 for a game and Hamza backboard 3 to match his, and you're asking me about that, bro? Get out of here, bro. That's enough to tell you how the game went.
I didn't.
That's enough to tell you. No, I did. I was there. Wallah, I was there. That's how it went. Now you're telling me like my hand was in the face. I was there. If the guy's hitting shots like this,
what about first?
Is that bad defense? No, ask me a question. I'm asking a question. If my hand is here, is that bad defense or good offense?
You gotta get closer.
No. You know what you're talking about, bro. Like, Wallah, we was in their faces. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Tough shots. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
We had our best game.
Bro,
we had our best
bro.
game. Yeah.
Khalid 2 for 3. Ahmed hit a 3 to put him up. Like, bro. Well, I'd be serious. Bro, he was like 0 for 6 last game. All these guys were like 0 for 7 their first game. They came in legacy game all of a sudden. I don't know what to tell you.
If that's the case, that's the case. But
all right.
Jeddah does not have the greatest of a paint presence. Jeddah does not have the greatest of a paint presence, and they're live and die as on the 3, like we said. So those perimeter guards are gonna have to make it super tough on the other team's perimeter guards to be able to withstand some missed threes here and there. That's gonna be their recipe for success. They're win and die by the 3, and they have to be a really hard defensive team. If a team shoots 52% and they have players like Shazib dropping 30, it's going to be difficult for you guys to win.
Yeah, I will not lie to you. Like, one thing when you look at this roster is like, yo, who gets rebounds? Bro, we struggle.
You guys out-rebounded them by 9.
No, we struggle.
No, I'll say this much. About rebounds, I mean, like you're saying, I agree. Looking at the roster, you just don't see where it's going to come from, but I'll say they definitely all hustle and crash the boards, like every one of them. Amir Hassan, Ahmed too, Khalid, and Muhammad Adam. They're all just every play on the boards. Every play. Not one.
I think even if you guys are 0-2 right now, but bro, like, if anyone sleeps on this team, once you guys get it together with the offense and defense surrounded around Hassan, it's gonna be tough.
Obviously, jokes aside, they have Hassan and Amr. So when you have Hassan and Amr, you always have a puncher's chance. You're gonna go through growing pains, and you're gonna have like some defensive lapses, maybe a bad shooting night here and there. But at the end of the day, like, these guys are constants. Like, we know that Hassan is an MVP, almost one of the best shooters in the league. Like, we know they're gonna give us what we expect, but we need it just all come together. And sometimes the first 2 games, it takes a little bit of time. My team that went to the championship was 2-5. All you need to do is get hot at the right time. That's all it is.
Yeah, I just want to end it off by shouting out the 2 stat keepers, Yes and Thaddeus. Y'all did a great job, bro. Y'all got to keep locking in, keep showing up. We really appreciate y'all pulling up.
All right. For the next game, Sarajevo versus Istanbul. This was the Mana show.
Yes, this was indeed the
Mana
Mana
just
show.
23 and
Pick,
26.
Mana just picked up where he left off. Yo, I'm
Story
gonna watch
is-
out. There might be a break. My bad, I did.
You didn't know?
My bad, I did.
But that caught me off guard.
I'm not about to laugh at that. Yeah, I'm calling you, bro.
No, that caught me off guard.
I'm not gonna lie,
We were
this
talking
game
about
felt-
Amman Man, and Adam's name came out of nowhere, bro.
No, I'm
No,
not
this
laughing
game
at
felt
it,
like
bro.
I had the stats in front of me for all the games and I was uploading them. But I look down and look back up, it's a blowout. Like, they just went to work.
Listen, Istanbul was without their best player, Amir Charkis. They were without Madik Zubi. They were without Ahmed Splash. They had to call in Abdul Wahab Yanis or Hab Yanis, like everybody knows, as their guest. And, like, overall, they're just, like, a really discombobulated team right now. They don't really know who's the scorer, who's the passer, who's going to bring the ball up. Mida Zubi is still a rookie, kind of finding his feet. He got to the line 8 times, which is great, but I need him to be a little bit more aggressive. But obviously, I was made the joke about Adil. Sometimes the shots just don't fall, and shooters shoot. I saw a lot of them. A lot of them they were rimming out, like they were floaters, things that he typically
Mana's
makes
paint
that
presence-
usually go.
Mana's paint presence yesterday was insane. Like I saw every shot. He was, if it wasn't a block, he just
And-
deflecting every shot in terms of they're throwing it off because of it.
Kind of like Hassan said, sometimes like people get hot and just all the shots fall. But look at the Sarajevo box score. Ammar Zidat, 14 points, 4 threes. Moda Yan, 11 points. Raed Saleh, 12 points. You're not going to beat a team when 4 guys are in double-digit points, bro. They all played out of their minds.
Bro, every single one of
Yeah,
them was in
potentially a
double digits.
fifth with Ahmed Saleh.
Exactly.
9
Ahmed
points.
Saleh with 9 points. Like, this team is fast, bro. Mana plays really fast. Mana plays out in transition, and Mana has shooters. If Mana is kicking out to those shooters and they get hot, this
They look
team
good.
could definitely
They look
like
very
give you a
good.
run for your money with Mana at the helm, especially if he's playing like this, 23 and 26.
That's disgusting.
There's something about those black tank tops we don't know about. That's what I'm saying.
I'm wearing one next week.
Maybe that's what. Yo, Hassan, you have any black tank tops in your closet?
I'm gonna put it on right now, bro.
I'm just making sure. Maybe I'll get you one.
We expect a little more from Modayan though.
We'll play on next.
When you go against a team that's better put together in the moment and whatnot, in a closer game, Modayan's gonna have to step up. 1 for 9, 5 for 15. You're supposed to be, that 1-2 punch with Amman Mana. So
Overall, the Sarajevo squad is impressing me though, because Ahmed Saleh has yet to have his game of 4 to 5 threes. We know that's to come. So if Ahmad or Modayan were to get cold, Ahmed Saleh could pick up the slack and vice versa. So this team does have some
we're
shooters.
still haven't seen Raza either.
They are missing Raza, so
Yeah.
this team definitely has some potential, and
Yeah.
we might have slept on them a little bit in the power rankings.
Yeah, we might have.
On the Istanbul side, I believe Amir Charkis might be out for the season. He picked up a knock on his knee. I don't know how that's going to work out.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, a speedy recovery for him. Inshallah, we make that for him too.
Yeah.
But we got to see what Captain Mohammed Abdulghani, is he going to call the rest of the Oman Abdulghani family? Maybe he's going to have a full Abdulghani squad at home. Like, I don't know who he's going to call, but he definitely needs someone to help out Adil and Mida Zubi, and hopefully Mag Zubi could come back well rested and get back to his 15-point-a-game form, because they're going to need all 15 points to even be in games.
It was a rough one. They just got to keep their head up. Like
I-
Adil, the young guys especially, Adil and Mohamed Zabi, just got to keep your head up and look forward to the next one. Look forward to improve. Work with whoever new guy you get, if you guys do get one or whatnot, and just look to improve from there.
And Adil keep shooting.
Yeah, be confident.
Yeah.
Be confident. 34 shots, we're not.
You're the
number
man
two.
on the team.
Gotta do
Keep doing what you got to do. And shout out Purple Pants to me at 13 rebounds. Guys, a presence down low, bro.
Purple Pants are
Dangerous,
low, bro.
dangerous.
Let's be real.
13 points. That's the same amount of points Hassan scored for week 1, bro.
I actually scored 13 so last.
Guy puts in work. What was the final game? Oh, final game was game of the week.
Yeah, this was game of the week. The intensity was there. I mean, the scoreboard says it was a blowout or close to that, but it was most of the game. It was just a little run at the end that put Amman up ahead, but it was close for the most part.
Something about these Josephs, bro. Something about these Josephs.
Look, I'm
Man,
gonna be honest.
they flow.
I have a question to ask. After we saw the head-to-head matchup now, I know preseason we all unanimously agreed Ramsey lost the trade.
The trade, yep.
Now, looking at it,
Ramsey, GM of the Year front runner.
do we think he lost the trade?
Nope. Nope.
I mean,
Look, here's my stand. My stance on it is, I think Bilal won the trade. Just the picks were a little weird.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think had the picks been a little I'm not like trying to knock on any players.
Both good players.
Fit wise.
Yeah.
Fit wise, I think had the picks been a little better, I think he would have won. But like in respect to what actually happened, I think Ramsey got himself the win. Yeah.
26-7.
I mean, who
That's
could,
the trade.
No, yeah. Who could have seen this
26
coming?
and 7.
We've seen the same thing, and here's my spiel. I've been waiting to say this. We've seen JoJo perform a certain way for 2-3 seasons or whatever it was, and outside of that, 1 season, and outside of MB, and it hasn't been anything like this. And I've been asking him, and I've been challenging him to do this, and he's finally starting to do it. And I know he had the talent to do it. And look, you're no longer overrated. You're hearing it from me. Way to play. Be confident. Keep doing what you're doing.
As JoJo said yesterday after he hit the fadeaway
Legacy
mid-range.
range.
Oh my God. It's going in. So, bro, JoJo's had the potential to do this. He was on my team last year. I'm the one that brought him into the league. Me and him have known each other since back when we were freshmen in high school. JoJo has flashes of when last year he played Wejdi and Musa's team, went and had 25. Had a 25-point game winner like another week. The thing with JoJo is consistency. If JoJo has consistency and gives you, he doesn't even give you 26. If JoJo's giving you 18 points, putting pressure on the rim, hitting threes, and spacing the floor with Joe Capone had a subpar. Joe Capone didn't have a subpar game. He had 15 points on 4 for 8. But Joe Capone was relatively quiet for the guy that we think is one of the top
He let his boy
MVP
rock. He
considerations.
let his boy rock.
But that's what's most important.
Yeah.
They're selfless.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If one guy is doing good, I'm not going to be like, oh, I need my shots. I'm letting the other guy rock. And then on top of that, bro, the others are playing amazing, bro. Fossan Abbasi, 3 for 5, 8 points. Moraj, I heard he injured his ankle. Hopefully he gets a little bit better, but he also has potential to score 8 to 10 points. Ramzi Saleh, 2 threes.
Big
Like,
ones.
Fossan Abbasi, 1 3. Like, you're getting shots that we weren't expecting at the start of the season from these players, and these players are stepping up. And if they step up with the two Joe brothers,
That's what I said preseason.
that's the Abbasi blood.
That's what I said
That's the
preseason.
Abbasi
I
blood.
said I expect these role players to do their part well enough to where they're one of the better teams, and I think they're top 2-3 for sure, easily right now, based on the way they played through the 2 weeks.
Bro, Fossan is big, bro.
And by the way, I just want to say,
Big, bro.
if you rewind like 30 seconds, me and Hassan had like a little own thing. We are very jealous of this 5-5 free throws that both Joes showed up
Take
with.
into account though.
You know what they be doing.
They're white, bro.
Yeah, I was literally thinking the same.
like,
They're white. We're
those
not.
white people, those
They
white
don't miss
people,
free
that
throws.
comes naturally.
I was in the live with JoJo last week. I was like, yo, what were you working on? He was like, free throws and step throughs. I don't need anything else. That's all they do. Joseph Capone and JoJo.
Bro, it's that white boy stuff, bro.
That's just, they wake up when they're
Ramsey
kids.
knew what he was doing.
Bro,
Drafting
At
2 white
2-year-olds, they're just shooting free throws on the nursery, bro. At 2 years old.
Oh man, you guys gotta teach us how to be more efficient.
Bro, this team is going to be a problem for whoever they play.
For sure.
They got 2 of the most explosive players in the league. They're both well-sized, could shoot, could drive. They could do everything, and they're all well-rounded. As long as Fossan, Ramzi, Mohamed Mustafa, Kabar, Amir Abbasi, and Omar Khalaf continue to play together, this team is going to be one of the best teams in the league, no question about it.
For sure. Top contenders. I feel like Joseph Capone makes... Bro, he's just a huge difference on the court, bro. Because when you look at his game, it's like, even when he has or doesn't have the ball, he just impacts his team.
He's a triple threat. He's
That's
a
what-
triple threat. And he excels at
That's
each
what-
one of those positions.
That's what
So-
great players do.
Exactly.
You don't necessarily have to have a big
you can't
scoring
leave it
night,
out.
but you're affecting the game somehow.
Yep. And what do I want to say? I will say though, so it kind of go off topic. I thought I wanted to say something on topic, but Medina, I was watching. They were playing good defense. They were
Real
in
quick,
their faces.
Can we call them the Shiesty twins, or
Not yet.
Are they
Not
the
yet.
Shiesty
Not yet.
twins?
We need to look. Let's not be no recency bias.
Shiesty twins?
Jojo, show us some more. Show us more of this. I'm already like almost there, but show us a little more of this, and you might get some titles
Shiesty
coming your
twins?
way. But
It's kind of gay, so I would say no on that.
I
But
said titles. I didn't say that one.
we call them like the white boys or whatever, or something like that. But Shiesty Twins kind of gay.
Splash Brothers.
Honestly, Joe Bucket's
Yeah.
my
Playing Curry.
first season stat keeping.
But they're
He won
both
the
black.
chip, so I have so much respect for
Playing
the
Curry.
dude. He's amazing.
They're white.
on the
They're
Medina
black.
Compared to
side?
everyone else, they're white.
No, because he said Splash Boys. I was like, they're black. So like that's not the same.
We won't get into the technicalities, but you guys just keep winning, fellas. Keep winning. I'm just all that for GM of the year
I mean,
so far.
but like I was trying to say, Medina, I like they were playing like tough, like good defense, and it's just some players are just really talented, and like especially on night like JoJo had like just a tough loss.
Medina, I mean, we knew they were really great defensive teams. They just came up against Joseph and JoJo, and a lot of them, they were just hitting a lot of tough shots. At the same time, Joat Tamimi, against a great team like this, we're going to need more than 2 for 8.
For sure.
He is the first or second scorer on this team.
He definitely could have had more too.
He
so
can't have 9 points.
We're a little disappointed there. Definitely.
And Bilal Abbasi, 15 points, 7 for 9. If you have it going like that, I feel like maybe you got to take things into your own hands, maybe get a little bit more aggressive at times. I know
he definitely wanted to.
I know he hurt his shoulder. Inshallah, speedy recovery for him too. We hope the best for him. Rayan Al-Banna, we saw he has some talent. We've seen some flashes, but we've yet to see him put it all together. 5 for 14. That's also not going to cut it. But I do want to shout out Yahya Yanis.
Hell yeah, that's all.
He's been one of the steals of the
Great
draft for him, bro.
Great shooting.
Last game 6 steals. This game 4 for 7, 11 points. If he continues this with Rayan Al-Banna starting to find his footing, and maybe Bilal can get him in some easy spots, and Joat Tamimi be that. Doesn't have to be 20 points, but that 14 to 16 points per game scorer that we know he can be, this team still has just as high of a potential as we thought they did at preseason, bro.
I look at this team, they're very similar to our team in the way that there's a lot they could improve with.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Just coaching and whatever that needs to be done, and they'll be definitely a better team.
When you have Bilal at the helm, you know the right passes are going to be made, and you know you're going to get some really good defense. And those are the 2 recipes to success. Now you just need the people to capitalize on those passes and those shots, but that looks really good to me, and that was my question mark. I think Joad's going to pick it up. I think Rayan's going to figure it out. And I think Yahya playing this great is a really big bright spot. And I think Medina's going to end up being just fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's it for week 2.
Oh, we got predictions.
Yeah, now week now week 3 predictions.
If you guys didn't know, we have a 2-week break for Eid. So
Hold up, I'm looking at a 7-12. That might be more.
It is 2-week break, so
yeah,
there's
it's a 2-week break.
Yeah, just 2 weeks off. Because then there's
Yeah,
so
that's
we're
2
gonna,
weeks
yeah,
off.
we're gonna
So
have
that
that
third
week.
week.
Oh, the
we
third
play.
week
So
we
we're
play.
back on the third
So
week.
2
So
weeks.
it's
Yeah,
more than 2
yeah.
weeks. Like 2.5.
Yeah.
Well,
7-12.
we're gonna have a 2.5 week break. So Eid Mubarak to everybody. Since we're not gonna see you guys during the Eid break, we're gonna have Eid and then 4th of July back to back, and then we'll be back 7-12. So everybody. I know there's been a lot of injuries. Inshallah, everybody. We wish everybody recoveries and safety throughout the season. Hopefully everybody's healthy and we kind of have a good refresh to the season. But let's get into it, bro.
Yes, sir. 7:30, Court 1, Kashgar, and Sarajevo.
Mehdi versus
Mehdi versus Mana. Very interesting. No way Mana's gonna guard Mehdi. That's not gonna happen.
Who else do they have to guard, Mehdi?
But that's Mana guarding Mehdi
man
at
on
the
the
3.
perimeter. Yeah,
Yeah.
could get
That's-
interesting.
I don't see it. I just don't see it happening. And it's not like Mehdi is shooting like KD up here. So you don't really need someone big guarding him at the perimeter either.
I'll be interested to see if Mana's paint presence gives Mehdi problems, or if Mehdi's length could actually just limit it out or equal it out and kind of see what he can do.
I think the biggest X factor here is Ahmed Abd.
Ivan?
I think because if he could just give Mana just a little trouble, and everyone else could just guard perimeter. Because again, you have Ahmed Abd and Mehdi there in the paint too. Mehdi's a shot blocker. The dude jumps for almost everything. So
dude could dunk easily.
yeah, so you have those two and potentially doubling Mana, not doubling, but I would say Mehdi more of helping, not doubling. So, I think it's gonna be a problem for Ahmed. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, overall, I think Sarajevo just has a little bit more talent than Kashgar, and hopefully they prove me wrong.
We're still waiting to
Hopefully,
see this team with Farzad.
as Farzad comes back. But
So we don't know, but
right now,
we're not gonna speculate.
we gotta go with
on
the
unknown
facts.
information. Yeah.
Sarajevo's been playing great. They've all been shooting really well. Mana's been playing great. I think they're gonna keep rolling.
Yeah.
Sarajevo probably by 10.
Yeah, by 15.
Yep.
I got 6. 42 points is nothing to laugh at. So.
Yeah, I might have like.
So
10.
second game is Amman versus Timbuktu.
I'm mad, bro.
Whoa.
Oh
I can't wait, bro. I really can't wait.
Well, Timbuktu's got a tough schedule. I'm not gonna lie. They
No, we
go
do
from
have a
you
tough
guys to Capone and JoJo, and then week 1. Who did they play also week 1? They
Ali.
played Ali week 1.
Yeah.
Shazay really got his work cut out for him. Maybe he like pissed off Jaime and we don't know. Or something. Maybe he's been uploading the pictures late. Gave him a tough schedule, but this game is gonna be good, and I think it falls up to the guy standing right next to me, bro. If we were to say that Shazay cancels out with one of the guards, that second option, who is Ahmed Shaban, he's gonna have to make it difficult on either Jojo or Joseph Capone, whatever he does.
Okay.
Or maybe Khalid's gonna play the defense on them. I think this game is gonna be really close. Like they're gonna play. They both kind of play the same style. They both play relatively fast. They both kind of depend on like, not 3-point shooting, but they are a little bit more of like a shooting team. They're not really as much of a paint heavy team, even though Shazay didn't hit any threes, but they all are a little bit shooting dependent. But yeah, I think I gotta go with JoJo and Joseph.
Yeah, no, it's without a
Prove
doubt,
me wrong
and
for
I'm
2
not even
games.
like I promise I'm not
No,
being
no, no,
biased
no,
here.
no.
I'm not being biased here. It's just I don't see Ahmed's a great defender, but I don't see. So say he takes out JoJo like I did week 1. I have to shut myself out real quick. But then who's going Joe Capone and vice
No,
versa?
I think I
there's
might
two,
be on just Joe Buckets.
Either one.
I
I mean,
might
they're
be
both
on
Joe
it.
Buckets at this point, but like there's one of them is gonna have some sort of a mismatch. Not to knock any of the Timbuktu players, but that's just the way I'm looking at it, and I don't think they have the rebounding advantage like they did against us, against this team, or anything close to it. So
And
it's a tough matchup for you guys. I think.
Like Ahmed said, yeah, they don't really have a real big, and man got 3 big dudes,
Big dudes,
Kabar,
yeah.
Amon Khalaf, and Raj. So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a little bit difficult, and I'm
I'm
gonna go with the
for sure.
Shiesty twins by
Yeah.
12.
I like being on the dog. I love
it. Nothing needed to be said here.
We lost to both of them, so we kind of have to decide.
Wow, that is actually so we know exactly how both these teams
Game
play.
of the week is Jeddah versus Riyadh, which is Omar Lilaho Abbasi's team versus my team or my coach team or
Disclaimer.
Shafiq.
Disclaimer: Game of the week was decided pre-season.
Yeah, obviously they would not put an O&T team on Game of the Week. They're kind of a waste of time. But obviously I'm not gonna pick against my boys. Luckily for me,
Yeah, you're not gonna
I'm-
against us. I know you're boys.
Are you guys
I
gonna-
know this.
I don't
We
think you
know.
guys should
Come on.
vote, bro. I don't
He
think
said
you guys should
Jeddah.
vote.
Okay.
You're
Continue.
finna put Hassan on yourselves.
I mean, I know their weaknesses. I'm kind of just gonna expose them. I'm not gonna tell you guys what their weaknesses is, but I mean, don't be shocked when the MVP goes 0-3. Just another day at the office for him now. He just loses all the time. So
How many chips you got?
what happened?
A lot.
That's a good question.
No,
Yeah.
no,
That's a good
Why?
We worried about what's the future. I don't worry about the past.
Even if they win, you're not getting a chip. You know that,
Don't worry
right?
about that.
You're still a loser at the end of the day,
Jaime
bro.
got
You're not on that team.
I mean,
You should've
you
paid.
still losing at the end of the
I'm
day,
getting a
bro.
customized ring.
I know.
I'm getting a customized
You
ring.
sitting there, you riding a little too hard, bro, with them.
All right. Well, they're not gonna pick because they're obviously gonna pick themselves. But who you got, big dog?
I'm not gonna lie. Because the Shafiq, I think Omar could take Shafiq out the game with a full court press.
Yeah, we're not doing that no more. I'm going. We're not doing that.
I
no
think
more, bro.
I
That's
I
not
honestly
happening. I'm not letting Almond guard nobody good no more, bro. It's raps, bro. They have legacy. They got legacy goddamn games against them, bro. They all stay with nah, bro. I'm guarding that, bro. Carlos, like I've been taking too many, days off playing guard in the
Yeah,
game.
Hassan's MVP trophy is up during this game too. If he loses, then I get the MVP trophy for the week.
All you can have it. You're not getting a chip though.
I think it's gonna be close.
Who they got that can guard big moves?
It don't matter, bro. Put Hassan there. The dude killed
Okay,
us.
who they
on
got
the
that
Me,
can guard
they
me, bro?
What?
Who they got that
This is
can
a very
guard
good
me?
question.
The rim
honestly.
can guard you.
Nigga, your team, you mean? The team,
The
yeah.
rim can
Send
guard
3.
you.
Yeah, send 3. That's what you're gonna do.
All right.
3, 4, 5. As long as the W is there.
The only thing is like, your biggest paint presence, right, is Big Moose. The thing is, I fouled this guy out so many times when I stat keeps, and even in the stats for the previous things, the dude fouls a lot. If Moose could find a way to avoid fouling Hassan, which honestly it's a little hard to see, I think it's gonna be close regardless. But I got Jeddah by 2.
Wow.
I really think they're gonna figure it out after
Unbiased.
this.
This is an
'Cause
unbiased take.
This is unbiased because the dude.
Hassan literally
listen.
just slid him a 20 under Omar. It's actually crazy.
Listen, the dude just lost his little brother, and this dude just got it stolen by me, bro. He got it stolen by me, and I blocked him too. Like,
Hassan got 2 weeks to
What?
go on it.
Oh, I remember.
I
Alright,
swatted it.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you though. Did we actually lose though?
If I really want to get into like the X's and O's of this game, I think it is going to be dependent on like kind of what Hassan was just saying. How much pressure can Hassan put on the rim, while how much pressure can Musa put on the rim? I feel like I feel like also another thing, just like we were saying with Jeddah, they kind of live and die by the 3. And we've also, this last game, we kind of lived and died by the 3, and the 3 saved us. So if our shooters, Idris and Zubair and all these guys are hitting shots, I think it's going to be a really, really interesting game. But I'm going to take my guys by 3. But yeah.
I mean, it could definitely go both ways. It could. I see it going both ways. I wouldn't be surprised, but I know for sure it's going to be a close game. For sure.
Tehran versus Lagos.
This could be.
This could be a really good game
Yeah.
too. Ali Sufyan's gonna be back. Wajdi's gonna be back.
And inshallah, Ali Hassan, if he feels better, he's going to be back.
Yeah. I mean, not that he was out, so.
This is a big game. They're both really big teams.
Yeah.
Like Ali Sufyan and Muhannad and Salman and Omar Qasim and Wajdi. There's a lot of big players.
It's just there's no way around it at the end of the day, man. If Wajdi is playing,
How do you stop?
it's not even like. It's not even off the dribble. How do you stop him? It's just like whenever a shot goes up, bro. I just see him. I just have this visual in my head that he's jumping over everyone, grabbing it, and putting it back up in with ease.
Yeah.
Deeb is gonna have to like box him out from the 3-point line.
With the way Wajdi and now Omar Qasim and Omar Hussein, if they keep playing out the way they play,
Yeah, man.
shout out Omar Hussein for he was a later round pick, even though he had a lot of talent, and he's really just showed everybody up and really lived up to his second round MBR or whatever it is. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take Lagos.
It's so hard to bet against them, but then again, Tehran, Ali Hassan have been like in every game. They won the first one, obviously, but the second one, like we expected it with Ali Sufyan out, we expected it to be a way bigger margin, and the dude just shows up. So,
Yeah, I think I got Lagos.
I definitely still have Lagos,
maybe 8 to 10 points
because of what I said earlier, but it'll be close. Yeah, I agree with 8 to 10 points.
Lagos' spacing is too good, bro. They don't have much flaws. Big in the paint, not perfect shooting, but really good shooting on the perimeter. I got them by 15.
Yeah, I agree. I think I got Lagos by double digits, like 10.
Yeah.
Medina Kabul. Could this be the return of Sinjar? Did Ahmad cancel his ticket from Lebanon? We don't know.
We will
Does
find
he
out
want Jay Wiggins
next
instead? We don't know.
Dragon Ball.
But this game is gonna be interesting, man. I don't know who's gonna guard Mahrouz on the Medina team. Is it gonna be Ryan? Is Bilal gonna take the job?
Nah, I think this is. I see this pretty clearly. I think this is a really good matchup for Medina. Kabul just showed. I mean, hell, they could improve whenever, however, on any given week, but they just lit up 80 points, right, to 1 or 2 players, and then Medina has the enough offensive power to do similar things, and Medina is just way better than Kashgar is defensively. Like,
Oh my God! You know who I said I was gonna? I completely forgot to shout him out in the Medina game. We gotta shout out Amir Abbasi, bro. Wallah, he was
Big
hooping.
steal.
Wallah, he was hooping, bro. I was happy as hell watching him hoop. I just remembered right now, completely off topic, but I just remembered. Wallah, gotta shout him out.
on that
bro. He
topic
was
though,
hooping.
on that topic, to give him his credit, hey, you're playing a little scared still. Play with more confidence, and you're gonna do even better than what.
You know what else I saw that he did?
He had a big steal in the layup.
Look.
Big steal.
All 4 of us right here. None of us are doing it, by the way. He got a steal on a fast break. You know when you're like open and you're running down? He took it with his left. I'm
Yeah.
glad you're not doing that.
I watched it.
I'm going up right. Oh God, I'm going.
You gotta make sure you make it.
I got to, bro.
That's too.
Yeah,
You know what? That's too much
not
confidence.
I need the 2 points, bro.
But yeah, like you were saying, I think I got Medina here.
I agree. I got Medina as well.
And I honestly, pretty big margin. Mahrouz is showing us a lot, but I think Medina has the personnel to really slow him. I don't want to say shut him out or whatever, but not give him 34 points.
Yeah, I am favoring Medina. I will say the only way I see Kabul winning is if Ilyas is going to be the X factor on this game. So if Ilyas can go
Ilyas
and
had
have
13 by the way. Again.
Yeah, Ilyas had 13 again. So if Ilyas can give me that
I'm slacking.
12 to, if he gives me the 12 to 18 points and makes it difficult on Jawad or Bilal or whoever's guarding him, I do think that is a way that Kabul could kind of like exploit them in a way. But I think I'm going to favor Medina just a little bit. You know, Bilal's going to be kind of angry after losing. Ryan's going to be kind of angry after losing. I think Jawad's going to bounce back. They're going to win by 10.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be
I don't know
that close.
I don't know if Sinjar is coming back.
Don't know either.
We gotta assume he is.
If assuming he is, we don't know how he's gonna adjust to his team. It's gonna be his first time playing with it.
That's a fair point.
In that case, I can't bet against Bilal. I got Medina in 7, upwards of double digits, so 7 to 10.
MVP, did you pick?
Yeah, I picked that.
He picked
I
Medina
was
by
talking
double
about that,
digits.
that's an MVP.
Yo, God, no, if y'all lose to us, bro, well, you guys are cool.
My bad.
Y'all are cool.
I'll clarify it next time, bro.
Y'all are cool, bro. Y'all are cool.
Last game.
Istanbul versus Suba. The two 0-2 team. I mean, sorry, they're 0-2 but Istanbul versus Suba.
Kashgar too.
Kashgar's 0-2 too. Sorry.
We're a team.
I mean,
all I'm saying is, the season we won a chip, 2 losses. Last season MB champions, 2 losses.
We'll see what happens, bro. We got
That's-
time to talk about
Come
it.
on. All I'm saying
We
is,
just
But,
got about
you
early
can't count
college,
us out.
we're done.
What do you
You got us
guys?
out.
You guys think they have anybody that can guard Zayn?
Oh my
They're
god,
gonna
it's such
put-
an ugly matchup.
Uh,
Is Amir Charkis out? Is he in?
Yeah.
Amir Charkis is out
No.
for sure.
What are they at?
Adil is gonna have to step up. That's the only way.
But
Like defensively.
To be fair, at the same time, it's not like
I
Suba has.
honestly
It's
don't
not
know,
like
bro.
Suba has this amazing offensive capability.
This is not.
I don't know. Bro.
it could go both ways.
So we don't know the Amir Tarkus situation. If we have a replacement or
And Max Zuby's still gonna be out. This
yeah,
game, too.
so that's a given. But
So the guest situation might change up the prediction, but for now, I'm gonna take Zayn and Yosha because I know that they're at least gonna give me some of what I expected, and I don't think there's gonna be anybody that can guard Zayn. So I'm gonna take Suba by 6.
I agree. Yeah, same thing.
And you never know. He has 2 weeks off, so Zayn probably is gonna go back to Mexico. You know,
Come
live out
back,
his life.
chill.
He'll be happy, bro. He'll be
No,
happy.
he is.
He'll take care of business.
I don't know, man. Through 2 weeks, Suba scored 43 and 35. Man, that's horrendous,
It's
man.
hard, bro.
That's really bad.
We scored 42.
On the Istanbul side,
He
if
scored 70.
Adil can give you the 16 to 18 points that he typically does give you, if Mida Zubi can have the breakout game in this game, Istanbul has a really good chance of winning because I think if you get 2 players with the 16 points, I don't think Suba's going to be able to outscore you. That's the one way I see Istanbul winning, but right now I'm going to take Suba.
I'm just gonna go with. I'm gonna be an oddball here. It's really close, but I think like unless Suba figures out something offensively, which like they're saying, I definitely could see happening, and especially in this matchup maybe. But I'm
Maybe
gonna go.
splash,
I'm
yeah.
gonna rock with Istanbul.
I think Suba's buckets are gonna come easier than Istanbul's. Like you have Zayn down in the paint. I can't bet against that. I mean, their perimeter is not that good. Don't get me wrong. Like they got to figure out their shooting capabilities on the team, but paint wise, like Adele isn't gonna have much room to work with.
I agree with what you're saying. I just feel like Istanbul. Like I haven't really watched them yet to really say,
Yeah,
but I feel
me
like
neither.
they're a transition offense for a lot of it.
The thing is, it's just like when looking at stats, it's like Adil's taking most of the shots, and we know Adil's game.
But Adil runs
the dude
in
is
transition.
lethal.
He runs in transition.
Yeah, but he's
so-
also like lethal around that mid-range to
Yeah,
paint
I agree.
area. Like that's where he peaks. But Zayn being there and the paint being super crowded, I got Suba by like 7.
Hassan?
I'll be the odd one out.
I agree
He
with
said
you on
Suba.
Suba.
Yeah.
I got Istanbul by 1, 2, 3. Any new updates in the?
League leaders?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we'll go. We'll go through them real fast.
Both of them. This is
Wow,
crazy,
that's
man.
insane.
This
No defense is being played.
this is crazy. Yeah, so we have our new points leader as expected, Mahdi Suleiman with 28.5, which is insane. And then right behind him, subhanAllah, Mahruz.
So 2 rookies are leading
Yeah,
the league. in
27.5.
scoring now.
And then you guessed
Yeah.
it, Amman Mana with 26.5. So they're right there. There's a good fight for that.
And then you got Shazib and Wajdi with 25 and 23. Man, that right back to the number 1 at rebounds.
It's not
Shocker.
close. It
He's
is not
averaging
close.
26 and 19 right now.
This is crazy.
Big Moose with 14 and Adil Yusuf with 12.5. Adil Yusuf is, he's a little bit undersized. He's not necessarily a big, so props to him for, getting up all those rebounds. Ahmad Qasim leading the league in assists on top of the 19 points he scored, so shout out to him. Wajdi Ahmed still leading the league in steals, even though he didn't play last week, so I'm going to give the Shafiq Aitane. So I got 2 of my players, up there. Ibrahim Matumbo Jaime still leading the league in blocks, 2.5. And rookie Mahruz right under him. And then
It's a 3-way tie. It's
free
1.5.
throws, again, the rookies, because probably their monster performances are 6.5 apiece. And then lastly but not least, 3-point field goals is Ali Hassan with 3.
It's everyone's.
It's kind of everybody
Everyone's
with
at
3,
3,
yeah.
man.
Jihad, Mahdi, Mo Musri, wow.
I'm being said.
But other than that, that's the podcast, right, fellas?
That is it.
All right, cool, guys. Yallah, salam. See you guys soon.
That was a long one.
It definitely was long.